goes! She hit it!
ESPN called her the best defensive college player since Diana Taurasi. Experts see her as the new generational talent who will dominate basketball at the highest level. And fans agree that she could become the most influential player in women's basketball history.
Yeah, she's displaying some skill right now that's like, and she moving fast. She is nice. It was like, oh, she's the best player in the country.
One thing is certain. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, everyone has an opinion. She displays incredible skills on the court, moves quickly, and controls the game effortlessly. She is not only one of the most talented players of her generation, but already one of the best basketball players in the country. The hype surrounding her is comparable to that of Pete Maravich, and is even surpassing the most optimistic expectations. Caitlin Clark is not just considered one of the best players in WNBA history, but an athlete who could revolutionize women's sports entirely. But what exactly could she achieve in her career? And what are her goals? To understand this, we need to go back to 2002, when Caitlin Clark was born in Iowa. The sports world looked very different back then, especially women's basketball, which had not yet gained the popularity it has today. Youth programs for girls were not as advanced as they are now, which is why Caitlin's father, Brent Clark, enrolled her in boys' leagues when she was just 5 years old.
The mothers complained because a girl shouldn't be allowed to play in a boys' tournament.
However, basketball was only one of many sports she played at the time. In addition to basketball, she also played softball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, and golf. Sports are like languages. The more you know, the easier it is to learn a new one. Perhaps this is why Caitlin Clark excels in so many aspects of her game. Her diverse athletic background has given her a unique perspective on basketball. Despite her versatility, basketball became her passion. A devoted Minnesota Lynx fan, she grew up idolizing Maya Moore. Her enthusiasm for the WNBA was so great that her father often drove her 3.5 hours to Lynx games. Clark proved her exceptional talent early on at Dowling Catholic High School. As a freshman, she averaged 15.3 points, 4.7 assists, and 2.3 steals per game against significantly older opponents. In her second season, she evolved into the prolific scorer she is today. Her stats rose to 27.1 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.3 steals per game, leading her team to an impressive record of 20 wins and only 4 losses in the regular season. Unfortunately, the season ended with an early exit in the Class 5A All-State quarterfinals. Her best high school game came in her junior year when she scored 60 of her team's 90 points against Mason City High School. This meant she accounted for the same percentage of her team's points as Kobe Bryant did in his legendary 81-point game. In the same game, she set a new state record with 13 successful three-pointers. On average, she scored 32.6 points per game that season and was named the Gatorade Player of the Year for the first time. She continued her dominance in her senior year, once again leading the state of Iowa in scoring and being named the best player in the state. Colleges closely monitored her progress. Clark had been receiving scholarship offers since 7th grade, including from Missouri State. By the end of her high school career, she was ranked the 4th best player in her class and received a 98 rating from ESPN. After careful consideration, she chose to attend the University of Iowa to replace Kathleen Doyle as a starting point guard. In her first college season, she immediately took on a leading role, posting impressive stats: 26.6 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 7.1 assists per game. Her three-point shooting accuracy was remarkable at 41% on 9.5 attempts per game. This earned her unanimous selection as the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, and she was also the top scorer in NCAA Division I. In her second college year, Clark set more records. She became the fastest player in Big Ten history to reach 1,000 career points and was the first NCAA player, male or female, to record back-to-back triple-doubles with at least 30 points. However, Iowa suffered a disappointing loss to Creighton in the NCAA tournament. Determined to improve, Clark broke more records in her third season. She set the Big Ten record for the most triple-doubles and became the fastest Division I women's player to reach 2,000 career points. She led Iowa to the NCAA Finals against LSU, but ultimately fell short to Angel Reese and her team. In her final college season, Clark reached another level, averaging 31.9 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 8.9 assists per game. She broke Pete Maravich's decades-old NCAA scoring record. She also set new records for three-pointers, made in a single season, and individual point production. Now, she faces her next challenge, transitioning to the WNBA. Despite her extraordinary achievements, she still has much to prove at the professional level. Her talent could not only change her own game, but elevate the entire league. Clark will not only be a dominant player, but could also become the face of the WNBA. Her influence extends beyond the court. Her popularity, social media presence, and marketability could propel the WNBA to new heights, similar to how Steph Curry revolutionized the NBA. Caitlin Clark has the chance to usher in an era where women's basketball gains global recognition. She has the talent, mentality, and charisma not only to break records, but to spark a true revolution in sports. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.